Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the Movie Emporium for my 11th installment, where I will be reviewing a movie that just recently had a sequel come out. It actually came out today. I am, of course, I'm not talking about Mission Impossible. I'm talking about Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes 2 just came out today, so I figured I would do this review of the film. Sherlock Holmes was a great film for so many reasons. It had great action in it. It had great acting. Had such great acting, in fact, that at the Golden Globes, the Academy of the Golden Globes actually decided to honor Robert Downey Jr. with the honor of being Best Actor in a comedy or a musical. Now, Sherlock Holmes, though, in my award show, the Victorian Awards, did go away with one award. It wasn't Best Actor Robert Downey Jr. It was actually Best Original Score, which I thought that the original score in that film was very well done. It's one I can remember, which is what I look for when I award something the Victorian Award for Best Original Score. I don't look for I look for something that stands out as an original score, like Pirates of the Caribbean did. Pirates of the Caribbean is thought to be about one of the best original scores I've ever seen, in my opinion anyway. Sherlock Holmes was a very good original score. One year I did get surprised and Hot Fuzz won Best Original Score. Right there at the end it snuck in and won. Because I actually do have people vote on these. Next, Sherlock Holmes, though, is the movie I am reviewing today, though. I'm not reviewing Hot Fuzz, so let's talk about Sherlock Holmes for a little bit. This movie stars Robert Downey Jr., as I mentioned earlier. He got the Best Actor nomination and the win at the Golden Globes that year. Also stars Jude Law as Dr. Watson, and it stars the very sexy and very hot, very talented Rachel McAdams, who I fell in love with when I saw The Notebook. Yes, I know, a man loves The Notebook. It's a good movie, okay, people? Sherlock Holmes was such a great movie. Got great action, like I said, great storyline to it. Great job by Mark Strong playing Lord Blackwood. Eddie Marsan playing Inspector Lestrade. Basically, it's a re-imaging of Sherlock Holmes done by Guy Ritchie to make him look more like a daring man of action, and as well as a peerless man of intellect. Whereas in the original saga, the book saga, he was, well, pretty much just a sleuth. The original score is done by Hans Zimmer, who also did Inception, which had a great original score to it as well. There's a lot of movies that have good original scores to them that don't win awards for them, like Sherlock Holmes did not win at the Oscar for Best Original Score, but it did win my Victorian Award. I do my own movie awards every season. I will be actually posting me reading off the Victorian Awards on here for this year, if anybody wants to watch that. I think that the fact that the Oscars get it wrong a lot, what the best pictures are and everything, but I do agree Robert Downey Jr. did do a very well job, so the Golden Globes got that right, give him a nomination. I didn't think he was the best performance of 2008, personally, or of 2009, sorry. But, 2009, there was a lot of great actors and a lot of good roles, really, that it was really hard to pick a favorite. I ended up going with, here, let me check my files real quick, sorry. Can't remember all my awards right off the top of my head. 2009 awards. I gave Best Actor to Morgan Freeman for Invictus that year. Invictus, whatever, however you say that. Of course, now he played Nelson Mandela. But we're not here to talk about Invictus. We're here to talk about Sherlock Holmes. Now, in the sequel, a lot of the original cast comes back. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be back in the sequel. Jude Law is going to be back in the sequel, of course. Rachel McAdams, Eddie Marsan. We also got the addition of Jared Harris. I believe he's playing the villain. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the film yet because I'm a little strapped for cash right now. But I will be seeing that movie hopefully very soon. Never know. It might take me a while to get out to go see it. I believe that Sherlock Holmes was a very good film. It was very nice to see him chasing after the villains and not being afraid to fight them. Like I said, in the original, it was in Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's original adaptation of Sherlock Holmes. He wasn't in there, fighting. He wasn't in there fighting and stuff, but I like that they had him fight a little bit and not be afraid to get a little hurt. I love that they put him in all these disguises in the movie, and I love the part of the meat processing plant. I love that scene. Probably one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. I look forward to it. Every time I watch this movie, I look forward to the meat processing plant scene when they make you think that Dr. Watson is dead. If you have any brain cell in your body, though, Dr. Watson isn't dead. Because if they're going to make a song out of this and they kill Dr. Watson somehow in the series, it's not going to be in the first movie. Dr. Watson was the biggest supporting role. If anybody actually thought that Dr. Watson was really dead, then you need to, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yourself. Because, seriously, why the hell would they kill Dr. Watson? If they actually killed Dr. Watson, that movie would have been a piece of shit garbage. And Guy Ritchie doesn't make piece of shit garbage movies. I mean, look at Snatch, Rock and Roller, Lock, Guns, Two Smoking Barrels. I mean, come on. Guy Ritchie is a great action director, and I'm glad they got him for this. At first, I was kind of worried him take on Sherlock Holmes, but then after it, I was like, you know what? Guy Ritchie did a really good job. Once again, why was I worried? Guy Ritchie is a phenomenal director. End of story. And Sherlock Holmes is one of his best movies, actually, I think. It's a little off of what he normally does, but it's sort of not. It's got both kind of what he does, but kind of not. Just ramming heads there for a war of which one's going to win. And you know what one? Things he usually does, because he threw some of his own stuff in there, type of stuff in there. He threw some of the regular Sherlock Holmes stuff in there, meshed them together, and made a beautiful film. Sherlock Holmes. What can I say? It clocks in at 2 hours and 9 minutes, but it's 2 hours and 9 minutes of fantastic fun. Okay? So go pick up this movie, Sherlock Holmes. It'd be a great holiday gift. I got it last year for the holidays, and I'm actually right now watching the trailer on TV for Sherlock Holmes: Game of Shadows. Robert Downey Jr., Jude Law, Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. Now playing. Go pick this up, rent it, go see the sequel, Sherlock Holmes, baby.